Alright, what's up, yins guys? Time for another video. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say my piece about this one because it's hard not to because it's all over the news, and then whether no matter what media platform you're on, the internet, you're going to get news flashes from every news media as far as articles right in front of your face, so it's hard not to talk about it. And remember all those years ago when it first this first transpired about Natalie Halloway thing, and nobody knew where she was at or whether she was live or dead. I remember it being so long ago. I remember I worked in a place that manufactured the sheet glass for stoves, and people in lunchroom were talking about and speculating. You know what I mean? They had so many theories. I'm going to go ahead and talk about it. But also here, too, I'd like to say, for a piece of shit that did shit like this and you found out, this is where you want to go on YouTube, right? And whether you have diehard Christians or whatever beliefs um, listening to this video, or if you have some diehard atheists that hate any idea, they don't hate religion and they don't believe in no heaven or hell, this is the kind of shit you'd want to tell a diehard or atheist. Put it this way: you don't believe in heaven or hell or anything spiritual. Oh, you believe in nothing but science and proof. Okay, we'll give you. Yeah, you want to bring science into it. A piece of shit that admitted to her killing. Uh, you would want to tell an atheist, okay, here's some science for you. Yeah, get the scientists on finding a way to make this dude able to live to be 200 or 300 years old so he can be miserable in prison. Keep him alive as long as possible. Yeah, there's some science for you. Yeah, get somebody to. I don't want to go on and on about that shit too much in the video, and divert too much for the point I'm making. But yeah, I'm trying to make a point that way. Yeah, you can tell somebody don't believe in heaven or hell. All right, yeah, you want to believe in science. Yeah, find a way to make a scumbag live as long as possible and tell the cellmates to don't kill him, make him miserable, okay? So they can live as miserable for as long as time anyway. Yeah, anyway, the piece of shit he when he finally confesses to it, the past years, he's had the nerve. That is the height of entitlement and sedition, sadisticness, and some sick shit. Extorting money, blackmail money from the mother and the family. Uh, Says, yeah, you give me this money, I'll tell you the whereabouts. And they got him for wire fraud and everything else they were investigating, I guess. You guys have to. I saw so many versions of the article, stuff that I didn't know when I read so many articles. I don't want to make it a long ass video, but first of all, the statute of limitations in the Caribbean, which that sucks. Statute of limitations for killing somebody, which sucks. The dude got around. He was doing time, I guess, for he killed somebody in Peru, and he only got barely 20 years. And you'd have to do a lot of looking up to see if it's if it's at all similar to this country, or what the prison accommodations are. Or if you like in this country, if the judge says that you can be life sentences or long sentences and be eligible for parole in 5 years, who the hell knows? But you'd like to think in a prison in another country that they were miserable. But what the dude did was, when he confessed to it, it was the height of self-entitlement, the height of disgustingness, sexual entitlement. And I'm not even one of them diehard feminists that think all men are out to get him. But yeah, you'd want to give this dude over to some of these diehard feminists and let him do what they want, but say don't cause his death, make him as miserable as possible. That's another thing I don't want to yammer on too much and get too carried away and make a long video. But yeah, some scenarios. But yeah, that's the biggest example of complete total selfishness and evil. And entitlement, that who the hell did this guy think he is? Imagine and getting to be a judge for sentencing them. Being a judge in my country, sentencing them, it's a good judge, but you got to ask the question: who the hell did the guy actually think he is? What he thinks he's entitled to? When she was alive, she refused and fought back his advances in making a pass, and had to knee him in the nuts at one point, and then like the dude, as narcissistic as and entitled as he was, get mad yet because she kneed him in the nuts and pushed him away and saying no, beats her and kicks her, and then ends her life with a cinder block, and then pushes her out in the ocean. And I guess you can only imagine why the body was never found. But that is some sick shit. I mean, the dude actually deserves to rot in prison and make sure nobody shanks him. But yeah, we all know what. I watched a few prison stories on YouTube and stories from people. You'd like to see this piece of shit in a particular cell block, you know what I mean? He should be given over to a particular cell block, put it that way, where he would be, put him in a cell block with somebody that feels entitled the same way he did to her, but beats the hell out of him and does whatever the hell he wants, put it that way. I mean, turn him into a bitch in prison. He deserves it. Because it's a height of the most disgusting thing that you can actually hear about. Imagine he thinks he had the nerve to get mad because she wouldn't give him what he thinks he's entitled to. And according to one of the articles I read, he just dumps her away like garbage into the sea, goes and looks at soccer scores online, and goes to look at pornography. I mean, that leads up to just what I said in the beginning of the video. Obviously, he don't believe in any kind of heaven or hell. Any kind of threat of a place in hell for him doesn't scare somebody like that. So you wanna, to sum up, bringing it back to what I said earlier in the video. Okay, atheists. Okay, no heaven, no hell. Yeah, make sure he lives for as long as possible. Like I said, and even get scientists involved. How can you make him live to be 200-300 years so he can be a bitch in prison even longer? You know what I'm saying? To end this, to say one more thing, some people that do shit like this, dog shit has the value of gold compared to the life of this piece of shit. You know what I mean? For somebody like this, you would want to somehow spitefully create a valuable stock market for dog shit to make it more valuable than gold, and make it more valuable just so you can make a case that dog shit has more value than this piece of crap. Because that's basically what somebody like that is. I mean, he basically got a light sentence. But the way I look at it is, too, the family members got closure. And any of you believe in some kind of karma, I don't think it's over yet. Just because he got that light sentence. People like him usually meet their end somehow. And you can only speculate, what his life was like in a Peruvian prison. But the one thing that you can bet, even if he was isolated, that you can imagine it's probably hurting him that the life that he had, he don't have no more. He don't got no freedom no more. He can't go around and do any kind of thing and any kind of freedom. He won't. One thing he will not have anymore for a long time, and they're still. It's still up in the air, I think, according to different articles you're reading. Yeah, concurrent sentence with other stuff or whatever, and I think it's still up in the air if they're able to. Some people still want him to be prosecuted. You know, I mean, that's just a bunch of stuff. You want to read a whole bunch of articles, make it into a long video. But like I said, I know if you got this far in this video, see a clip I put at the end of this video, you know what he should get.
You know, Duke, it was my intention to leave you beside the road somewhere in a gunny sack. But I felt that justice would not have been served. Poetic justice, that is.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You'll see.
Hey, sweet thing, I got something big and long for you.
Hey, pretty boy, got you.
Hey, guys, I got me a new mama. And when I'm through with this bitch, she's gonna walk out of this cell block wearing a strapless and heels.
Crow! You're a fucking bastard! You're a fucking bastard, Crow! You're a fucking bastard! You're a fucking bastard!
There's your dinner.
Don't fuck with me, boy. Don't fuck with me, boy.
Crow! Crow! You bastard!
That's justice.